us. Following the drowning death of a teen boy yesterday, residents of the Seabreeze community calling for a permanent solution on access to the canal in the area. Now, this also comes as no official identification of the teen boy has been made nearly 24 hours after his death. Leah Cooper has more on this in our top story tonight.
It's a vexing issue plaguing members of the Seabreeze community every summer, and up to now, there seems to be no solution in sight. Concerned residents in that area tell Eyewitness News that children, mainly teenagers, often visit the pond unsupervised despite multiple warnings.
It's not that nobody here wants them to have a good summer or to swim. The main thing is safety. If they're coming, they need to be accompanied by adults, I would say, and also they need to wear life vests because I don't think every one of them knows how to swim. But if you're jumping a fence to someone's property and you're not quite sure of what that area is, you can jump down in the canal but not have a way to come back up. And there are currents down there. And if you're not an experienced swimmer, I'd say that they need to have an experienced swimmer or an adult with them.
This resident adds that children from outside of the community often frequent the canal.
They're not afraid. So my concern is what makes you so comfortable to leave your neighborhood to come around and be inside the canal and jeopardize your own life, knowing that there's no adult supervising you. And even after speaking to them, they do not listen because we would ask them, please leave, stop breaking down the fence, and they still continue to do the same thing. And yesterday morning, that's exactly what happened. It was 4 boys, I think, when I was driving by, and a little girl, and they were making their way. I said, why are you all going there first thing this morning? And they looked, and they continued their journey. By the time I came back, I saw 2 of them looking frantic, a boy and a girl, and then another adult was there with them on the phone. I automatically assumed something happened. People is not can always be passing by to talk to you. So, we encourage parents to be more vigilant, especially the ones that are coming from Nassau Village and Pinewood, because this has been an ongoing issue for many years.
And despite efforts to close off any entrance to the canal, concerned citizens say children just simply find a new way to get in.
Every time there's some sort of repairs being done, and the last repair was done, I think may have been last year sometime, and then there was an accident where this lady hit this car and she never stopped, and that's what caused it to be torn down so big. But the owner's always repairing the fence, and it's the same thing. And when he had first repaired it, they would enter from the side of this yard right here, the white yard. They would enter from that side by the wall and jump over. And sometimes they even take their bicycle inside there with them.
They still would go. If they don't move from the front area, they'd come down by the park, go in the canal, or they'd find another property. And that's vacant or, just clear, and they'd go and swim anyway. So us speaking to them, it doesn't seem to help. So it needs to be a national thing. The canal is there. Nobody's going to stop them from using it. But please, when you come, be safe.
Now up to news time, the 13-year-old boy who lost his life in the canal yesterday hasn't been identified as yet. In light of this, these residents urge kids and parents to take the necessary safety precautions.
Because we don't want another statistic in this area. And it's very sad that it's usually the young men that are dying. And that's not a really good way to die. I'm sure some mother is out there grieving tonight. And anyone that is put in charge of young children or teenagers, if their parents are to work, make sure that you know where they are. And kids, ask permission. Tell somebody where you are going. People are concerned about your welfare, whether you live in this area or not. We want you to live, to be productive citizens of the Bahamas.
Leah Cooper, Eyewitness News.